Hi everyone and welcome to today's maths lesson. So we're going to use the work that we did yesterday and build on that today, but just before we get going, just got a little hook question, a real life fraction question, just to give you a bit of context for what we're doing. So it says Miss Major has a bar of dairy milk and has counted how many squares she has altogether. The fraction she ends up with is 14/5. How many whole bars does she have? Can you think back to yesterday? See if you can remember how to work out how many wholes and how many parts we have if we have 14/5. And then after that, see if you can think about this challenge question. Do you know what we call a fraction that has a bigger numerator than a denominator? Think back yesterday to some of the vocabulary that we were using. So I'm not going to go through the answer for this hook, we're going to come back to it later at the end of the lesson. But just a reminder from yesterday, just so we can remember, let me just find my little pen. A fraction that has a bigger numerator than it does a denominator is called an improper fraction. Oh, I forgot the I. Okay, you're going to hear that word a lot today, an improper fraction. Okay, and just to remind you as well, as an improper fraction, if we see a number that has a whole and then has a part, this is called a mixed number. So you're going to need that vocabulary today. So just a quick reminder from yesterday, we can find how many wholes and how many parts we have by using a part-whole diagram. So you can see here on the board, I have 9 quarters, and I can use my bar models to work out how many wholes and how many parts I have. So I've drawn my bar, I've split it into 4 because 4 is my denominator, and then I've coloured in 9 sections. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I can quite clearly see that I have 2 whole bars and I have 1 quarter left over, which as a mixed number is going to be 2 wholes and 1 quarter, like you can see there. It is important when we're writing our mixed number that our 2 is really big and our fraction is smaller. Okay, just as a reminder from yesterday, let's go through one together. Okay, just to remind you, let's do 7/3. Okay, so I'm going to draw my bar and I'm going to split it into 3, and I'm going to colour in 7 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can see I have 2 whole bars and 1/3 left over. Can you pause the video here and see if you can do the same for 15/6 and 19/5? Have a go now. Okay, I've just popped up the answers on the board for you so you can check your answers. If you got it wrong, go back to the slide before, this one here, look at how we did it, go back, see if you can work out where you went wrong. I also had a challenge on the board for you that said, can you find the improper fraction for the mixed number 3 wholes and 2/5? Let's just see if we can do that together now. So 3 wholes and 2/5. I know from looking at 2/5, my bar is going to be split into 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I know I'm going to have 3 bars all coloured in. And then I'm going to have a bar that's only got 2 sections coloured in. And now I can count to see how many parts that is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, which gives me 17/5. So instead of using a bar model every time, I can actually just do some calculations using the information I have in the fractions. So if you look up here at 34 quarters, to work out how many wholes I'm going to get, I'm going to see how many times 34 goes into 4. So 34 divided by 4. Now I know that 7 times 4 is 32. So I know that 34 is going to go into 4 7 times. And there's going to be 2 left over. Which means I'm going to have 7 wholes and 2 quarters left over. Okay? Let me show you another example. Very quickly, let me just get rid of what's on the board. So this time, if I had, I've lost my pen, 16 fifths, I would do 16 divided by 5, which I know is going to be 3, remainder 1, which gives me 3 wholes, and 1 fifth left over. Rewind it and go over it again if you're not quite sure. We will do some examples together in a second. Okay, I can do the same for my mixed number fraction, my mixed numbers, okay? So for 3 wholes and 2 sixths, what you have to do is you have to multiply the whole and the denominator together. So I'm going to do 3 times 6, which equals 18. And then once I've done my whole number multiplied by my denominator, I'm going to add my numerator. So I'm going to do 18 add 2, which equals 20, which means I've got 20 sixths all together. Let me just do another quick example for you. Rub this one out. So if I had the whole number, there we go. If I had the whole number 4 wholes and 2 sevenths, I would do 4 times 7. Can you work that out in your head? Four times 7 in your head, which is going to be 28. And then I'm going to add my numerator. So 28 add 2, which equals 30. So I'm going to have 30 sevenths. Rewind it, have another go if you're not sure. Let's see if we can do some together. How about I do these 2 as an example and then you can try the other 2. So for 3 wholes and 2 sixths, I'm going to do 3 times 6, which is going to be, you've got it, 18. And then I'm going to do 18 add 2, which is going to give me 20, which means I've got 20 sixths. For 37 over 4, let me just rub that out because I'm not going to have enough room if I do it that way. Oh dear, what happened there? Okay, so for 37 over 4, I'm going to do 37 divided by 4. I'm going to do 37 divided by 4, which is going to be 9, remainder 1, because 4 times 9 is 36. Remainder 1 is going to give me 37, which means I know I'm going to have 9 wholes and, and 1 quarter left over. See if you can now on your piece of paper do the same for 2 wholes and 6 tenths and 29 over 3. Come back and I'll show you the answers. Hopefully you had enough time to do those on your own. If you look at the board now, I've put the answers on for you. So 2 wholes and 6 tenths converted into an improper fraction is going to be 26 over 10. And 29 thirds changed into a mixed number is going to be 9 and 2 thirds. If you got your answers wrong, make up some questions for yourself, go back, look at the video, look at the steps and have another go. I'm going to move on to looking at some do questions now. So if you're still not sure, this is a really good time to pause, to go back and watch it again. So let's look at some do questions together. So show these improper fractions as a diagram and write as a mixed number. So we've got 7 quarters. I've got some bars there that are already split into 7 and I can colour in 7 of chunks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can see I've got 1 whole, and I've got 3/4 left over. Let's see if you can do the same for 11/3 and 14/11. Pause here, have a go, come back for the answers. So hopefully you pause and have a go. Let's go through them together. So 11/3, I'm going to colour in 11 chunks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I can quite clearly see I've got 3 holes and 2/3 left over. On for 14/11, hopefully you've coloured in 14 parts. So I've coloured in 11 here. 11, 12, 13, 14. So I've got 1 whole and 3/11 left over. See if you can have a go at this one. Which of these improper fractions matches my diagram? Pause the video, write a note, come back for the answer. Let's have a look. Let's count all the sections. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. We can circle that there now. Another do question for you. It's a true or false question. Now, when you come to work these out, I don't mind if you use the bars or if you use the method. I'm going to show the calculation method. I'm going to show you both. If you want to draw bars, you can draw bars. If you want to do the calculations, you can do calculations. If you want to do both, feel free to do both as well. Whatever is going to be the easiest for you. So I've got 3 4/5 on the board. Firstly, I'm going to do it by using the method. So I'm going to do 3 times 5, which equals 15. I'm going to do 15 add 4, which equals 19, which gives me 19/5. I'm going to check that using a bar. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 3 whole bars. And I've got 1 bar that's got 4 chunks coloured in, and I'm going to go round and count them just to check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So I know my calculation was correct. I've definitely got 19/5. This said it was 12/5, so I'm going to say that that is false, and I can prove it's false by looking at my calculations underneath. Let's just pause the video. Okay, so this is where I want you to stop. I want everybody to stop. It's Wednesday today, so everyone's going to stop here on Wednesday. They are going to go back to the lesson and they are going to open up the do questions and have a go at the do. I only want you to try the do today, okay? You can use the calculations or you can use the bar model. In the lesson, I have also put a cheat sheet in that has both methods for you to refer to, and you have this video. Pause, go back, record as much as you possibly need. Okay,